Alright. Path of Exile, huh? And switch over to the not starting soon screen that I didn't even notice. It's been off for 7 minutes. Holy moly ravioli. I'm still trying to decide though if I want to take a look at builds and see what's kind of viable right now, given that I have not enough knowledge of PoE to know what skills just absolutely should not use. Like I might just pick up a completely trash skill or something. I have enough knowledge to know that you can get absolutely fucked by a bad build. Not enough knowledge to know what exactly a bad build is. I know I should build resistances and health. That is pretty much the extent of my Path of Exile knowledge, so. Path of Exile even wants to launch. My library. Path of Exile. Oh, there we go. Now it's launching. I know it took a while. Maybe I should just go for it. I know Righteous Fire is a good one typically, but I don't really want to try to blindly build Righteous Fire because I don't actually know how most of the Righteous Fire ones work. I also have already started playing this league. I have a couple characters this league. I started with this character, which I already forgot what her build was, but this was following a build guide full on, start to finish. The main skill is Reap. Yes. Reap and Exsanguinate build is what it was. It was Reap and Exsanguinate build that I found that I thought was cool. Made a kind of slightly vampire-themed Scion character. I love class fantasies, so it's fun building along with something. But I started getting kind of tired of the playstyle. I think it's really good in the league. I thought it was a lot of fun to play in Trial of the Ancestors, a little mini game. Thought that was great. But I got tired of it, so then I switched to a different character. I saw someone playing Flicker Strike and I was like, wow, that looks fancy. That looks cool. That looks flashy and a little jittery, but fun. I was also starting to stack my Atlas tree with some Blight encounters. Where are they? Blight, yeah, I've got a bunch of Blight encounters stacked here. So I wanted kind of a map clearing build. And I'm kind of realizing now that Flicker Strike might not be the best for map clearing for Blight, but also, if we take a look at this character, he's kind of absolutely screwed over. I have a bunch of uniques for him, but the build guide I followed for here was an end game build guide. I didn't think about starting the build at all, and I started trying to use Flicker Strike as soon as it became available to me, and building around that, and my passive tree is all end game rather than like early game shifted. And I've been struggling a lot with this character. So I dropped Trial of Ancestors for a little while and thought, hey, maybe I should play some other things. I played some Diablo 4. But I looked at the Diablo 4 skill tree and thought, man, this is sad. I think it's good that it's better for new players. I think the Diablo 4 skill tree is good in that it's possible, unlike PoE, to look at it for the first time and be able to think of a build path all the way through it. Which is good. I think games should be beginner friendly for beginner mechanics. But there's just so little. Like, I look at the Diablo 4 skill tree and I pick everything out, and I kind of know what I want for the rest of the game. I haven't gotten far enough in Diablo 4 to really make use of glyphs in the Paragon board, so I don't know if those maybe add an interesting new build mechanic to D4. I don't have the attention span to find out. At least I haven't yet. I might go back to it with Diablo 4 Season of Blood, but haven't had the attention span yet, despite trying to. So I thought, hey, maybe coming back to PoE, what I could try doing to kind of mix what Diablo 4 has, which is just being able to make a build off the top of your head, with what I like in Path of Exile, which is the complexity of the builds and how fucking difficult it is to make a build off the top of your head. Try to mix those two together and see if I have fun. So we're gonna go ahead and make a new character in the Ancestor League. Ancestor. Do I want to go solo Soulfounder Ruthless? Probably not. I probably want to be able to trade. I'm not really a hardcore badass. I'm not a god gamer. Although I will claim to be when I get a pentakill in League, but I'm definitely not. Ranger is usually pretty easy. I feel like Ranger is a pretty good class. I'm gonna turn this background music down a little bit. Ooh, actually, that background music is playing songs that are not in my playlist. I want it to stay in my playlist. How do I get it to stay in my playlist? I just want, yeah, because I know I have a playlist up from a specific artist right now, named Dominant, who I found a long time ago. I first started listening to some of his remixes and some of his music when I was studying in college. So a few years ago. That was really nice. Recently, they got back to me after an email I sent to them a while ago, giving me permission to use their music with credit. Hopefully it doesn't get copyright striked, but I've got permission from the artist and I think they're cool, so thought it'd be nice to, you know, credit them. But I don't want Spotify to start playing random other people's songs and I don't notice. So chat, if you see something other than Dominant in the top right corner of the stream, please let me know. I also thought I edited the text to be right aligned, but it looks like it's not. Very odd. Oh, hello Sat, how you doing? Alignment, center, rights. Yeah, it should be right aligned. I'm just messing around with text formatting because I have absolutely zero attention span. No, that's how it be. Yeah, add a little bit of background to it, why not? Yeah, do we need background? Do we need an outline? Oh, that's too thick. Oh my. No, I think we're good. I think we're alright. What does chat log mode do? Chat log line limit. Ah. No, that's fine. Maybe I will put it in the left. I was hesitant to put it in the top left here because I think that's where buffs show up.
Swift and silent, you stole the bounty of others. A crow that plunders our crops. A stray dog that slaughters our sheep. Ariath is a land of men, not animals. Think.
Oh, that just exited out of PoE. I'm stupid. I forgot that hitting escape a bunch of times exits out of the game instead of opening up a menu. Oopsie. Wow. Oof. I've heard Tornado Shot is good. Tornado Shot looks like a good map clearing build. I've seen Ice Shot Deadeye, Lightning Arrow Deadeye, Spectral Shield Throw Raider. Spectral Shield Throw is another one I'm interested in. I don't know. Have I ever fought Uber Hillock? No, I've never fought Uber anything. I've not gotten that far in this game. You know me, Sat, I don't get far in games. I don't have the attention span. I'll get 2 inches into a mile-long game, talk about it as if I know the entire stretch of road in depth, thoroughly, and I'm allowed to have opinions on it, and then never play it again. Oh. Uber Hillock spawns in the tutorial. Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean spawns in the tutorial? Where? What? Isn't that just regular Hillock? Unable to connect to login server. Oh, there we go. All right, where are the settings here? Options. Let me turn off the dialogue volume. Okay, does that stop the guy from talking when I create a character? Solo self found, not solo self found, not ruthless, but yes, ancestor. Yeah, there we go. It does stop him from talking, all right. If you stay in the tutorial area and keep leveling, Hillock can spawn as Uber Hillock when you hit level 6. We're doing that. I'm picking a ranger because I don't think there's a different class I could do that on. Uber Hillock Killer. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, the name wasn't taken. Alright, we're trying it. We're doing it. Do not do that. It took you 3 hours. Oh shit. What class did you do it with? I'll try it, and if it takes too long, I'll stop. Goodness gracious. Marauder. Oh, that might be why. You can hit level 6 in the tutorial area? I was not aware that that was a possibility. Just be scanning every inch of it. He drops a unique weapon, which you wanted for your build. Oh, I see. Well, I'm assuming that unique weapon would not be very good for a ranger. Oh my god, hi Taran. Taran. I've seen you in so long that I forgot if your name is pronounced Taran or Taran, and I am so sorry. I will commit seppuku to atone. I won't. That's a joke. That is a joke. But love you and miss you too, Taran. Good to see you. As you can see, I'm not currently a catboy. I am just a boy. It's a one-handed sword. Yeah, I don't think that'd be useful, because I think I'll be going with a ranged build. Sat, are you excited for PoE 2? Fuck, I can't hit these fucking things. Bro, these sand spitters. They can go spit at themselves. I don't want them spitting at me. Yeah, maybe my name will be a lie, and I'll pretend that I killed Uber Hillock, and like people will ask me, oh, your character's name is Uber Hillock Killer, did you kill him? And I'll be like, yeah, but they'll never know that I actually didn't. Do you get an achievement for it on Steam? We'll return later. Alright, see you later, Sat. Alright. Terran. I think the way I used to pronounce it was Terran. Terran Solane. Prince looking over the kingdom. I really just dropped off of Twitch for a pretty long time. And I also decided that I might still use my VTube model, but I decided that VTubing as like part of my identity wasn't really for me. I do still have my model. I've got it set up on this fancy new computer I built after the fancy new job I got and had for many months before saving up for the computer. It is a pretty fancy computer. It's a little bit of a beast. Not like too ridiculous, but I don't think I'll be buying a new one for a while. Let's see. I'll just pick up all the shit. I already lost my train of thought. I have no idea what I was saying. Completely out of it now. Anyways. The difficulties of playing Path of Exile without a build guide begin at this very moment. This very second. This next click. No complaints. Thank you, thank you. That is appreciated. Where do I want to go? I want to go Tornado Shot, I think. I don't remember if Tornado Shot scales with... I think that'd just be attack damage and attack speed is what I want. And I'll figure it out as I go. you're immediately intimidated by this extremely intimidating skill map, I would not recommend doing what my stream title, wherever it's located, says I'm doing. Recommendation is to always start this game with a build guide where the whole thing is mapped out for you, and if you need to have anything more added to your intimidation, you can teleport around this thing if you meet various requirements. You can socket items into this skill tree that change the skills around it. You could imprint tattoos on the skill tree that change what certain things do, but only under certain conditions. That's just the passive skill tree. This isn't active skills. This big tree, no active skills. This is all passives. All passive. All of your active skills are items that are separately socketed in like this. Like this is a skill I have here, Burning Arrow, and I just gave it a momentum support. It's very awesome in my opinion, because like, yeah, sure, it's intimidating. It takes a while to learn. I still haven't learned it. I still follow build guides most of the time when I play this game, but I followed a lot of build guides, so I kind of have a sense for how everything works now, and generally like, okay, if I don't want to get one shot, then I should take a lot of health nodes early on to give me more health. I should take some resistances and some armor or evasion. You know, some stuff like that you pick up. But it gives you insane build freedom. There are some ridiculous builds in this game. The developers like don't plan these builds at all, and players just make the craziest shit just appear out of thin air. Like, there was one guy who got this armor, I believe, and it spits out worms, like little enemy worms. And he stacked his passive tree with just a mobility spell that does like cold damage and some passives that make things that take cold damage explode. And he made this build where he would teleport around a map to kill enemies. And each time he ends at a teleport, he would spawn a bunch of worms, but those worms would instantly die because the cold damage from his teleport would kill them. And then that stacked into passives where all enemies killed by cold damage would explode. And that would do more cold damage to everything else around him. So basically, dude took a piece of armor that spawns worms and used it to make high mobility ice nukes to clear maps. And that, I don't know, just the fact that you can do that is insane to me. I love that kind of stuff. I wish I was smart enough to do that in this game, but I'm not yet. So I'm kind of just seeing how long I'll survive without a build guide this time around. Sorry, I totally rambled my ass off there. And I still haven't even picked my first passive point. I think I'll go ahead and start with evasion and life nodes to be safe. Oh shoot, but I probably shouldn't because I know the early game, so oof. So at the beginning of the game, dying isn't very, so you have an experience bar where you level up. For the first half of the campaign, dying isn't a big deal because you don't lose anything, you don't lose any experience, you just need to be able to do enough damage to progress. Afterwards, in the second half of the campaign, you start losing a bunch of experience each time you die, and when you finish the campaign all the way through, you start losing even more experience each time you die. So kind of as the game goes on, it becomes a bigger and bigger deal if you are able to survive or not. And I just took something that would help me survive instead of taking something that would help me do damage, so I feel silly, but you know, we're gonna stick with it, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna go on and zoom through this early game. What is split arrow? Just firing a bunch of arrows, ice shot. Fire an arrow that converts physical damage to cold, and converts all physical damage to cold in a cone behind that target. I've heard this one is a good starting skill. And then this is the lightning one. I think I'll start with Galvanic Arrow, because that scales with area of effect and some other things. That's insane. It sounds super fun, and you missed hearing your ramble about topics. Oh, that is sweet of you to say. Thank you. Good to know someone out there. No, I'm just kidding. I know everyone can ramble sometimes, and everyone can enjoy listening to a bit of a ramble. I just don't have enough self-confidence to truly believe that I'm rambling enjoyably to anyone except for the unending void. Let's see if there's anything in my stash that can help me out earlier on. I already have a bunch of shit in here because in this kind of world, you get like restarts, seasons in Path of Exile, 3 to 4 times a year, I think, or 2 to 3. And in one league, you can share everything between your characters before they get moved to the Eternal Run realm, base game, whatever it's called. Very similar to how Diablo 4 is doing it right now. Let's see, I need some gear, so... Might just pick out some high quality bow and proceed with that. Oh man, I have no chromatic orbs. That's a bit of a problem. How about I just upgrade the one I started with? I want evasion rating, move speed. Oh, first I need to take a look. Wow, completely forgot that I have unique items. Unique items. Any of them that I can actually use? Mana regeneration rate, cold resistance. Minions do stuff. Level 8, I'll be able to use that one. Sure, I'll use this for now. Rings. Extra damage to attacks. 5 per second. Okay. That'll do. Do I have any good early game bows? No, I do not. Got quivers. This one I can use at level 4, so I'll go ahead and hold it in my inventory. When I hit level 4. Belt. Nope. Guess I haven't really found a lot of low-level items on my other playthroughs. There's a bunch of unique items, which uniques are like super powerful items that have special skills. There are some that are dedicated specifically to helping an early game character level up quickly, pretty much. I was looking for some of those, did not find them, but that is a-okay. Alright, just didn't get any other gear, that means I should really put some on. Can't equip any of the quivers. Oh yeah, I guess all quivers are level 4. Okay, well, let's go ahead and buff some stuff. I don't think this is how most PoE players who speedrun do this. I'm just scared of the world, so I have to buff myself before I go out into the big dangerous world. But I think most players kind of just go out and pick up the stuff they need as they go. They don't worry too much about this. Because they're actually good at the game, unlike me. Let's see. I want to find whetstones to upgrade my weapon. Yes. Upgraded the weapon, and then I make it into a rare weapon. And I think that is all the damage I need to start off. Are there any supporting skills I could get? What is this one? Momentum support. Gain 1 momentum when you use a supported skill. While channeling a supported skill. Momentum if you move. That momentum support seems really useless here. But I guess it's the only support that is actually available to me. Rip. Okay, whatever. Even though I don't really understand how it works, let's go use it. Yeah. I've actually been gaslighting you this whole time. I'm definitely an expert. You should definitely listen to me. That'll give you a premiere, a Prime, maybe even an Amazon Prime experience in the game that is Path of Exile. See how I'm one-shotting these fools? This is also the music that plays in game, by the way. The designers of the game decided that they wanted to be special and have a hardcore, gritty, brutal, dark fantasy game with some chill lo-fi bops in the background. God, I couldn't hear myself over those screams. Not that I want to hear myself. God forbid. Alright. I keep clicking the wrong buttons. I have a lot of games where they're top down. You know, I play League of Legends and shit. Where it's like left click to move and right click to use an ability. And then I play Path of Exile and it's the opposite. My brain always lags for a little bit there at the beginning. There we go. You know, you have a great voice. Thank you. I disagree, but thank you. Whoa. I didn't know you could run this far out into the water. That's crazy. Real PoE players would also yell at me for not playing like this, so. There's this overlay on the map now. That is the map. You can adjust like the various opacity settings of this and whatnot, but this is just the mini-map popped up over the whole screen. I wish more games had this feature, because once you play with it for a little while, it becomes incredibly useful and it doesn't bother you at all. Like your brain kind of assimilates to differentiating between the physical game world graphics and the map. And it becomes extremely useful for playing the game at the exact same time as navigating the world whenever you get confused as to where you are. Well, here's our first boss fight. Well, second boss fight, technically. All bosses in Path of Exile are this easy. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. Totally not a game where the boss fights are important. Ooh, and if you want to see a cool trick that speedrunners do, there's speedrunning for this game. There is every league. There's races to kill bosses, races to beat the campaign, different things. Whenever a league launches in chat, it'll send a message being like, this player was the first player to do this at this so-and-so time. This player was the first player to do that. Anyways, trick that speedrunners do is instead of going, oh, that's not the map. Instead of going to the map or using a portal scroll to teleport somewhere, they'll just exit to character selection and then log back in, and it'll take them to a town, and from the town they'll portal, and that's faster than using a scroll or whatever. And it saves the resources of using a scroll, more importantly. But for me, I guess the game just glitches out when I do this. So now I can't move my character, and she is completely stuck, and I can't zoom in or out. A little bit odd that. A little bit odd. I can exit the game. That works out. Which, functionally, it's the same thing. It'll still spawn me back in. Now it's just slow running instead of speed running is what we've got going on. It's okay. This is most certainly not a speed run. This would be a very depressing speed run. I don't want to launch 2 copies of it, Steam. There we go. Alright, now you can see the speedrunning strat. Voila, this is exactly where I needed to go to progress. Oh, actually, fuck me. I forgot that I need to talk people and turn in my quests before I continue. I'm such a good speedrunner. Oh. Such a good speedrunner that I'll pick up a potion that makes me run faster. Speedier. Run speedier, yes. Support. I think Mirror Charge for support is probably the best early game support. Okay. Now we speedrun. Oh. I forgot to equip my thing that makes me run speedier. Oh my god. I'm such a genius when it comes to speedrunning, dude. Holy moly. Alright, there we go. Good lord. Okay, I'm level 4 now, right? Okay, so now I can actually use the shit that I wanted to use. Okay. Can do that. Go ahead, swap some of that stuff out. Equip this. What does that do? Reduce stun threshold, projectile speed, and increase stun duration. That's kind of a shit bow, but you know, we'll take it because it's stronger than what we've had. So you can also refund your skill points. So here we're gonna go for increased damage and speed. And then at some point we might take these nodes because they give it a little bit of increased damage and speed, whereas these give a lot of increased evasion rating, and switch them from these 3 to these 3. So that's gonna be my plan for now. Wait, why am I level 4 but I only have 3 skill points? That's, oh, because you start at level 1. Do you? Am I stupid? Am I missing? Eh, never mind. I got a little side quest here. So what I did with the skills is I had a support gem, which a support gem is basically a passive skill gem that has its passive effects work on whatever active skill. So here I have an active skill, Galvanic Arrow, makes me do this lightning shot. And that's linked right here. And then there's a little link to it on this item to the support skill gem, which is called Mirror Charge Support. And what it does is whenever I use the skill, it has a chance to create a little ghost above me, a Mirror Charger, that also uses that skill, the same skill. And this is probably one of my least favorite side quests, because it's a kill everything on the map side quest, and sometimes the monsters can get a little bit stuck, a little bit lost on the maps in this game. Kind of forgot what reward it gives too, but you know, we'll take that. That's okay. We kill this necromancer, make him stop his evil ways, make him repent. Okay, he has repented. We are good to go. I don't think any of these are good for me. I'm just gonna leave it. All right. My music's playing other artists now. Oh, did I miss it? It still says dominant for me. I hope I didn't miss a whole song. Thank you for the reminder though. It just switched back. I guess I did miss a whole song. After I kill these things, go check out what it was. Do you know how to get Spotify to not do that? Making you look super stupid. No, don't worry. See, when a person who is super stupid makes you look super stupid, it actually means that you're super smart. So that's actually what's happening here. This whole time I've also forgotten that I can use mana potions to keep using my skill, and I've just been like not using my skill whenever I run out of mana now. Which is totally the expert way to play this game. You do not have Spotify skills? No problemo. Oh, large life flask already? Ooh, what have I done to deserve this? Oh, I can't use it. Fuck. I can use this one. Okay, there we go. Alright. I know what I'm doing. It's all in the self-confidence, right? As long as I'm confident that I know what I'm doing, I pretty much know what I'm doing. But there we go. It is nice that you have a very good indicator of when you've actually completed the quest, so you're not confused, like if you completed it or not, where the whole map just lights up, kind of. That's nice to have. What did I even pick up just now? A medium life flask, okay. I am gonna go ahead and continue rather than turning in my quest. Another speedrunner strat is wait until you reach a checkpoint before turning in any quests, basically. In the like natural flow of running through the game. At least as far as I understand it. I feel so cringe saying speedrunner strats when so this game has a campaign, but that's not the replay value. The replay value is the end game. New song, different artist. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please play the right ones. Awesome. Thank you, Spotify, for playing the right artist. Okay. Well, no thank you, Spotify, for playing the wrong artist. Thank you, Taryn, for telling me about it. Proof, there you go. Fuck, what was I saying? I'll need to figure that out after this stream, how to get it to play the right artists. Cause it's kind of dangerous. That means I can't make, like I have a single playlist. Ooh, mini boss. I have a single playlist and it's only got songs that I'm okay with playing on stream. And it keeps just going off the playlist. Maybe it's whenever the playlist ends, it's not like looping through it. Is that something I can change? Shuffle, smart shuffle, learn more. Playlist. Custom order. I swear there's a button somewhere that's like repeat playlist or don't repeat playlist. I think that's what I need, but I can't find it. I'm literally just like looking at Spotify right now while glancing at the game with one eye on the other monitor. I feel like a mobile gamer. Hey, there we go. And here is our checkpoint in the submerged passage. Maybe the answer is that I just need to make a longer playlist of no copyright songs that's so long that I don't ever have to worry about it switching to a different playlist. That sounds totally reasonable. Such a pro, I know, right? Anyways, now that I'm here, let's go back to town, turn in some quests, get some moolah. Or rather, not moolah. Oh, right, I remembered what I was talking about. I remembered. So I want the mark and the ballista. And I'll get my mobility ability to make the game much more interesting. Cool. So the beginning of the game is just a preset campaign. There are 10 acts. It has a story. I want to do a stream where I just focus on the story because I've never actually focused on the story before, but I love the aesthetic and the vibe of the game. So I'd like to focus on the story. Anyways, all of the maps have some random generation, but they're generally the same going through. So people who play this game a lot get used to all the random patterns in the starting maps. There's like 2 to 3 variations of them basically. Memorize each map, run through it super fast. The end game has a device where you basically have different maps. It's called the Atlas. And it is this giant tree where each one of these is an area or a boss fight or something that you can go through. And you can see there's a bunch of hidden ones up here as well. The ones that are like a light gray are all ones that I guess quote unquote know about but haven't discovered yet. And there's some ones that I don't even know about way out there. So these are all maps that you can do. And these maps, you can modify them. You can get them as physical items that you put into your map device to teleport to them, to change them in different ways. But, there's also a skill tree for the maps that you go through in the end game. And this skill tree will, instead of altering your character, it will alter the behaviors of the maps you go through in the end game. And like the different events that can happen and stuff. So like here I have a node that gives each of my maps an increased chance to contain a dude named Einhar, who is this giant beast hunter. And if he's in the map, there's also beasts in the map that I can hunt for special rewards. I have some more nodes here where my endgame maps will contain Blight, which is a tower defense mechanic. So there'll be random like tower defense things in my map where I can play a mini tower defense game. And then I've further modded it so that like my fireball towers do more damage, and the enemies that spawn take more fire damage. So I can also participate with more fire damage to help take them down or something like that. There's crazier modifications too. So yeah. Even the game itself has a skill tree. Like not just your passive character, not your character only, but the game itself has a fucking skill tree. At first I was super intimidated by it, but now I absolutely love it. But this tower defense mechanic that I invested in on my previous character called Blight has a ton of monsters spawning, high density all over the map. So you need to be able to move really fast and kill a lot of monsters really fast, which is usually a trade-off from being able to fight a boss efficiently, where you're fighting one monster. It's kind of hard to be able to do both with one build. So I'm gonna try to see if I can make a character that moves really fast and hits a lot of things very fast in a big area. Yeah. Okay. It's Atlas tree, not skill tree. Yeah, it is the Atlas tree. You're right. I think of it as a skill tree for the endgame maps. But hello, MVH. Welcome. I'm not a PoE. I'm basically a new player to PoE endgame. I've played the game a while. I've never gotten past tier, I think tier 15 maps is the furthest I've ever gotten. Never done any Ubers or anything, so definitely new when it comes to the end game of PoE, so feel free to correct me about anything. And says that level of customization is amazing and terrifying. Welcome to PoE, thank you. Feels amazing to be welcomed after years of playing it on and off briefly. I love the game, I don't have the attention span for the end game. And I give up really easily whenever I'm following a build guide. And I kind of get stuck either needing to currency grind or just being a little bit confused about where I'm missing something that's making it difficult for me. I think in this league, let me see. Let me look at my other character in this league. Oh, come on. For some reason, my game's been glitching out every time that I try to exit to character selection, it glitches out. So don't know why that's happening. I don't know if it's happening to anyone else or if it's just me, but thank you, thank you. How long have you been playing Path of Exile on VH? Okay, here we go. A level 86 Ascendant. And I think it was a Reap and Exsanguinate build. Reap for bossing and Exsanguinate for mapping. Is what I did. Am I still on Discord with the same account? I changed my name on Discord. I still have my old server. I kind of purged my Discord. Like, a little while ago, I kind of like left everything except for my like in-person IRL friends and stuff. But I'm slowly getting back into it, so. I think my Discord name is now Pigeon Cat. That should be it if you want to copy paste it. And my server link is still down below, I believe. I think my server link is still the same. About 4 years still learning about the game. Have you ever done Uber? I'm curious, because then you're kind of in a similar position to me if you've been playing it for a long time but still learning. I guess everyone is still learning though. That's so cool that you're always still learning about the game. I love that. Something Diablo 4 could never do. I mean, I wish they could, but that is not how they designed their games. Yeah, this was an interesting build. I got a bit tired of it, so then I tried to make a Flicker Strike build. I made the horrible, horrible mistake of not following any sort of... I followed an end game guide, and I forgot that the early game existed. And I started trying to use Flicker Strike as soon as it became available. So I have the beginnings of an end game skill tree with some random uniques that I threw together in like a low level Flicker Strike. Struggling a lot on that one. So I stopped playing for a while and decided, hey, I'll try something without a build guide and see if I'm even capable of, you know, getting to maps with it. So I don't know, that's where we're at now. Yeah, you've done Ubers before? Are they really hard? Someone in chat recently sent me someone in my Discord server recently sent a video of someone killing, what was it, Uber Elder? I have it here somewhere. Path of Exile. Level 24 Uber Elder. Someone recently sent me this video and I was absolutely mind blown. Because I thought, like, I watch Zizren, he's another Path of Exile streamer. I watch Sizrin dying to Uber Elder sometimes. This is like his juiced out character. I'm just like, what? Where's the health bar? What is just all flat out Quicksilver potions? I do not understand what is happening here. This is absolute insanity to me. But it's so cool. I didn't think it was possible. I've always been under the impression that Path of Exile is a high game knowledge, low skill level game, where like the macro mechanics of actually how you move your character and, you know, like animation canceling isn't really a thing as far as I know, that kind of stuff. Not as big of a deal as just knowing what a good build is. But this is kind of proving me wrong a little bit. This was like wild to me. Level 24 Uber Elder, holy shit. Anyways, I digress. I think I was going to the submerged passage, that's right. Oh, wait, first I wanted to buy another gem from Nessa. Also, chat, if there's any tips for early game leveling, fire away. I may not be smart enough to put all of them into practice, but I will try my best. I'm looking for Assassin's Mark right now. Sniper's Mark, that's right. Wait, where did my ballista go? I didn't socket it. There we go. And I do not actually want momentum support. Yeah, feel free to bug me on Discord. It'd be great to get in touch again. I hope you have a good night, Taryn. Give me a second here. Alright. Probably shouldn't be showing my Discord live. Okay. Alright. Back to it. I got kind of lazy with setting up the stream and just turned on desktop capture. I didn't bother to have my game capture PoE specifically. It was kind of intentional because I knew that I'd be looking at Google for build advice probably. I think I'm gonna invest a little bit into mana regen right off the bat. And I don't remember what reward going down into the flooded passage gives you. I know there's a quest for it. Flooded depths, that's right. GGG fixed it, you can't do it level 24 anymore. Was it like a bug that was getting exploited? I think maybe that is kind of true, where it's much more of a build-focused game than a skill-focused game. Like, you can beat a Souls-like game at level 1, pretty much, right? You can go through the entire Souls-like game at level 1, and it's gonna be miserable and slow. But if you're really, really good at the game, and you know what you're doing, it's possible. I thought that kind of stuff was just not possible. So I don't know. I mean, in PoE. They used book refund level, high level character down to 24. Oh. Man, that makes it so much less impressive. That's still kind of like silly, but much less impressive now. Man. I don't know if I'm happy knowing that or not. Wow. I don't even have my overlay map up. Ooh. Yes, give me the better mana flasks, thank you. Okay. I always get really lost in this passage. Like there's some maps where I kind of remember the layout. Like I can kind of remember a few of the different procedural gens for it. Never this one. I always walk through like every single nook and cranny of this one before I actually remember where I'm supposed to go. No, I don't remember. I never remember where I'm supposed to go. I just kind of run into it eventually. A little bit of a slow early game. I think on my character that I had a really messed up start on, I ignored most of the early game quests because I figured it might be faster for me to just rush as far into the game as I can before Act 5 where you start, you know, losing XP on dying. And then go back and get the skill points. Alright, a little bit here. I should probably look at the passive tree again and look up Tornado Shot since that's what I want to go with this game. I have no idea how to build Tornado Shot, but I want it to be fast and I want it to clear maps. And I want to see if it's good for Blight, since I already invested a little bit in Blight in the Atlas tree. Alright, let's see. Elemental damage. I don't think Tornado Shot does elemental, right? That'd just be physical. Isn't really great for mana regen unless I have a flask up, so I'm still gonna have a hard time if I'm just hitting a boss and it's not dying. Tornado Shot is so good. For new, just go try Element Tornado Shot better than Fizz Tornado Shot. Oh, so like Tornado Shot that just applies all the elements and does whatever, what is it, Overload or something? Does it use this? Elemental Equilibrium? Hits that deal elemental damage, remove exposure to those elements, and inflict exposure to other elements. So it's like, I think I've seen that playstyle where it kind of cycles through exposure to different elements, right? I'm not sure if it does would use that or not, but that's kind of what I would jump to right off the bat. And I guess then I can start with a skill that has elemental damage and have that early game. Like I can already get increased elemental damage here early on, and that would build into it, right? Because physical Tornado Shot needs so much currency. That's right, a lot of physical stuff is like crit scaling and you need a lot of currency for those early game items, right? Ah, shit, I should have taken a portal scroll with me. I'm scared to exit to login screen in case the game crashes on me again. It's okay. I'll just get to the ledge and teleport back. I have some currency. I don't have a lot of currency, but... Use a bow with cold, fire, lightning damage, same tier, and Trinity support. Let's see. Is it like the different... What do you mean by same tier? I'm not entirely sure what that means. I think the same is it like separate mods for cold, fire, and lightning? They should be of the same tier. Do I want to be safe or do I want to do damage? I want to do damage. Waypoint, let's go. Alright. I've got a little bit of currency. Little tiny bit of currency. I've got 91 chaos orbs right now. Some stuff in my sell tab. Cause this isn't my league start. So I've got a tiny bit of leeway. I don't think 91 chaos orbs is really enough to buy anything too impactful. For like late game, that's where that fizz scaling would become hard, right? So tier 2 cold, fire, and lightning. Let's see. Oh wait, this also gives me increased elemental resistances. Aw, how cute. Wonder what ascendancy I'd go with that then, as well. Alright, I'm also gonna go ahead and do a Trial of the Ancestors, because I really like it, man. I think Trial of the Ancestors is so much fun. I know the rewards aren't really that great. At least last time I played, the rewards weren't that great. It was good for like starting to stack Chaos Orbs. I thought Trial of the Ancestors was like when I first saw it, like one of my first runs through Trial of the Ancestors was before I finished the campaign, and I saw a single reward that was like 20 fucking Chaos Orbs, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. I know later in the game that's nothing, but while I was still in the campaign, it was my first character this league, I was a little bit mind blown. Welcome back, Sat. Have you played this league yet, Sat? I love it. I love it so much. It doesn't tie in to the core gameplay very well, but it's basically battle chess. They added battle chess to the game, or auto chess and auto battle, or team fight tactics, right? Except you actively fight in it yourself. It's kind of like you put your troops in the right places, you get your characters, you get to see where your enemy's troops are, you organize them, then you fight in it yourself. It feels a lot more strategic than anything I've ever done in PoE before, and I love kind of strategic games. So your computer broke and you sent it for repairs. It arrives on the 24th, but I go on holiday on the 25th. On holiday, as in you won't be able to use your computer, or as in that's when you'll start to use your computer a lot? Hi, Navali. On vacation. So that's a good thing? Like you will be able to use your computer that's come back? Oh, I see. Yeah, so there was the question, because there's some vacations where you're able to relax when you previously couldn't. And then there's some vacations where you travel and you no longer have access to all your cool stuff. I don't have any currency yet, right? Yeah, I don't. Just have my 3 warriors. Okay. And we'll start with someone that gives us a lot of currency, because then we use this currency to purchase warriors from the tribes. To recruit warriors from the tribes, rather. It's about 1,000. It's been under 1,000. I don't have a belt yet. May as well. Kahuturoa. Kahuturoa. From the Rongokurai tribe. Something like that. Something like that. Seems feasible. Right, he has 1 attacker, 2 escorts. Oh wait, they're field masters. What? Wait, why does this dude have a Goliath and 2 field masters at the very beginning? Hello? That's a little sus. Okay, well, I think flankers are usually the strategy. They don't have any defenders, so unless their main guy goes and focuses defending, there'll be only this guy that's attacking my totems. So I think I'm gonna get a defender to defend against this Goliath. And I think I'll make it the honored warrior. No, I'll make it the sage, because range, canceling, channeling, yes. Then I'll have 2 flankers on 2 different sides, so it's harder for them to catch both of them, channeling down their turrets. What's my in-game name? You have a gift for me? Oh, that's sweet. I really don't need any gifts. I think my in-game name right now, though, is, as a joke, Uber Hillock Killer. I think it's Uber Hillock Killer. I think that's what I went with this game. I did not kill Uber Hillock. I thought I would, and then I didn't. I just didn't even try. I was like, nah, we're okay. Oh, wow. You're fucking me up. Oh, I win this match easy. He's not paying any attention to my flankers. Bro, easy wins. See, that's the strategy. That's the strategy coming in right there. He was way stronger than me, but we got him all sorts of fucked up. And now we get currency to buy more warriors with, and we have a nice chain belt. Oh, I guess I already did have a chain belt before. Let me type something so that you can see my name. Uber Hillock Killer. Yeah, that's my name. Ahuana. I greatly enjoyed your battle. Thank you. You favors. What does Tailwind do again? I forgot what Tailwind does. But having an item is good. I'm not very good at using the idols, so. Level 99, ooh. Level 99 Hierophant, what build are you doing? Is it a Righteous Fire build? What are these two? Sent you a friend invite. Okay, thank you. Sent you a party invite, I'll accept that. These are carved horns, lightning thorns. What are lightning thorns? Man, I thought I'd seen shit, but I guess not. Okay. Wait, you can trade in the Halls of the Dead? I had no idea. Oh my god, bro. Whoa. What? This is a wild rare bow. Was this a drop or did he build this for a character? We got goodness. Full quality. It's got those even elemental stats. Oof. And that is a sweet fucking bow. Are you sure? Is how much would this sell for? I don't want to take anything that would actually be like valuable to you, man. I mean, I'm not gonna use this for a while anyways. I'm gonna use this till level 65. I'll take the fact that it's still accepted as yeah, you're sure. Wow. Okay, I'll accept. Thank you. Holy, that's nice. Yeah, I know. I can use it later. Oh well, when I hit level 65, it'll be butter smooth from there. Hot damn. That's. I'll probably use that pretty deep into my maps, I think. Damn. Thank you so much. That's the tornado shot tri-ellie bow. I see. That's really appreciated. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and stash that away. There's my stash. I'm gonna put that in the middle there as my treasured item. Thank you so much, dude. That's crazy. Two green links, two red links, two blue links. No, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at some of the skill gems I might end up using. What if I exit to login screen? Okay, that didn't glitch it out. Oh, I've got music that I don't know if I have copyright or not playing now. Nope, rip. Let's see. Let's go back to the right playlist. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna hop on with my other character for a second and get the gems I need so I can start leveling them. That is wild though, NBH. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's see. Let's go to my hideout, talk to Lily Roth, get some skill gems. Tornado shot and tornado. What's the difference? What exactly is tornado? That's just a physical spell, as opposed to tornado shots. Tornado shot fires a piercing shot that travels until it reaches the targeted location. It will then fire projectiles out in all directions from that point, which will travel for a short time before disappearing. Do tornado shot builds usually also use a tornado skill? I feel like in the gameplay I've seen of them, I've seen like some tornado looking things. And it requires level 28 to start using. Okay. Look at this just to keep it in the back of my mind. And then you said Trinity support. Trinity support. Supports skills that hit enemies, causing them to gain bonuses while you have Renaissance of all 3 elements. And grant Renaissance. Resonance, not Renaissance. Wow. Oh, the Renaissance, so fancy. In the age of learning. Supports skills that hit. Okay. Resonance grants resonance of elements other than the highest one in a hit. There's a maximum of 50 resonance for each element. Cannot support triggered skills, instant skills, warp skills. Okay. And what does resonance do? Was there a way, like in game, that I can see what exactly resonance does? I guess I could look it up. Trinity support is easier to maintain than you might think. 3 years ago. If you hit an enemy, if the hit has element A as the highest damage, B and C gain 25 resonance each. You stack the 3 resonances up to gain bonuses, up to 50% more elemental damage, 5% for every 5 of the lowest resonance, and 20% elemental penetration, all resonance that is greater than or equal to 25. What do we learn from this? Either you stack up all 3 resonances, or the support gem is useless, and you can just use 2 elements to build up all 3 resonances. Some Path of Exile PhD shit here. Not really, but... I still don't see what resonance does, specifically by itself. I assume it's what this said, it's giving you up to 50% more elemental damage and 20% elemental penetration. But I'd like to see a link where just the word resonance is linked, you know? Oh, I see. It actually says it here. Why doesn't it say it here? Okay, well, I'll read it here. So it's 3% more elemental damage per 5 of the lowest resonance. And penetrating 8 to 16% elemental resonance when each resonance is at least 25. Okay, so I guess it got nerfed since that post was made, but it still sounds very strong. Okay, got it. I understand it a bit better now. I was like understanding what I'm doing a little bit at least. That requires level 18, so not that high. Awesome. Send me another party invite. What's up? You really don't need to give me any more items, please. What are these? Yeah, I've got to pay you back, man. Let me give you like, how much is this worth? How many chaos orbs will you take for this? I've never even seen boots that have a red glow around them in this game before. Is that the scorched ground thing? It's like a synthesized? Bruh, I've got to give you something. You're so rich. Okay, to make me feel better, let me at least give you like 10 chaos or something, okay? Just to make me feel better. Because I have no idea what it's worth, but I'll give you at least something. Okay. All right, we can trade. Happy if you can help me with something. I appreciate that. PoE has such a nice community. PoE community is truly wonderful. What does this belt do? I'll look at it in a second here. Wait, let's see. So the boots, Empyrean Hoof Legion boots. Drops scorched ground while moving. Enemies on your scorched ground are scorched. They have negative. Oh, so that drops their elemental resistance. That's cool. Increased move speed is so nice on a boot that has other good stats. Oh, God bless you. Elemental resistances and chaos. Oh my God. I always get stuck in PoE where I want to upgrade my damage and then I get lost on figuring out where to put the elemental resistances. Use this to, yeah, I've got to use the corrupted currency to roll the corrupted items, right? It's Doomlash cloth belt. It's a quality belt, gives elemental damage modifiers plus 20%. so fucking good. Holy shit. Wow. And all of this before level 70. You know, this is really nice because, okay, please don't give me any more. Because I do like figuring stuff out myself. I don't want to have like just an easy slate, you know, everything's kind of given to me. But this is going to be really nice because now when I start hitting roadblocks, I'll have a solid foundation, you know. I'll have good boots that cover a lot of bases. I'll have a good belt that covers a lot of bases. I'll have an awesome bow that is going to last me a really long time. And I'll be able to just focus on optimizing other things. And that'll probably help me understand, like, it'll help me take the time to understand other things as well. So it's actually really nice. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and put these here. Okay, next to my tornado shots, Trinity supports, tornado, so keep an eye on these. Okay. Oh damn, it's almost 1 a.m. Okay, I think I will, maybe I'll get to the prison and then I'll call it for the night. I've got oh boy. I've got some work that I wanted to do tomorrow morning, so don't want to wake up too late. Where do I go in the skill tree from here? Mana and flask charges gained, druidic rights, flask effect duration. I assume I'd want to go by elemental equilibrium if I'm using Trinity. And I'd want probably bow, skills with elemental damage attacks, not damage over time, speed, area, elemental. Judge duration, could hit chance. Would I still be going crit if I'm going elemental? Not sure. Probably wants an additional arrow. I might go up through here to start off with. This seems like a decent path. A good balance of defense and offense. It kind of meshes into what I'm going for later on. I don't know where I keep putting all of my scrolls of identification. I hope I'm going the right way too. I think I'm going the right way. I like how those birds like eat their fallen allies to regain health. I love that even though there's like, it's at a point in the game where most people who play Path of Exile like don't even think about that at all. because it's really not a big deal this early in the game. But for a new player, that's a really nice touch. That's like an interesting mechanic on just a regular enemy that you just encounter in the wild, and then you have to learn to deal with it. No, I was going the wrong way. Fuck, this is submerged passage again. No. Alright. The long journey begins with no quicksilver stacks. May we dash our way to the heavens. As well level up my skill drums there. I'm really thinking about, like, should I look up tornado shot builds or not? Should I actually attempt to go big brain and figure out everything that I need to figure out about a tornado shot build without being an expert in, like, PoE mechanics or following a guide? Beyond what the awesome NVH37 has already given me. Because I wasn't thinking about the extra expenses that physical builds usually incur at all. And I had actually completely forgotten that in terms of build fantasy, when I first started playing this game, I always tried to go for like elemental builds that used all the elements. I thought the idea of having an elemental storm was so cool. I don't think I ever got one of my builds like that to mapping. I think a long time ago when I first started, I tried without a build guide. And then I tried a couple with build guides. I think I'm capable of getting to mapping now, though. Like, without too much difficulty. And I'm honestly hoping it would be really awesome if I could actually get decently far into maps without needing to do, like, a massive overhaul of my build. That makes me feel pretty good about myself. Yeah, and we are at the climb. Ooh, I know I have a bunch of essences too, and I completely forgot to use them to upgrade my items. That's an easy path forward. As long as they don't accidentally level items beyond what I can use on this character. Which I have done before, too many times to count. Portal scroll. Put the mini boss down. Little green toxic skeleton. I never really understood him. He feels very out of place here, and there's another mini-boss like right next to him, so never really understood why that guy is here. A little bit of a weird flow design. God, I'm so excited for PoE 2, how like the pacing of the early game looks, how the fighting looks, the like transition of going through a campaign map into a boss fight. It looks like so much fun, dude, from all the trailers and the shit we've seen. Cannot wait to play it. Alright, well, we made it to the prison. This is indeed where I said I would be getting off for the night. So I guess it is time to end the stream and embrace the sweet, sweet peace of sleep. I'll let you know, sleep can also feel so restraining. Like, I wish I never had to sleep and I could just, you know, do all my hobbies and spend time on everything you don't get time for during the day. But at the same time, it's just so peaceful. You know, the sweet, peaceful release of sleep. You have a POB for Tornado Shot Triale. If you'd like to, I might not remember it here. If you want to, you can join the Discord. There should be a link to join the Discord in the about of the channel. And there's a Path of Exile chat in there that you can post it in. Now, I'm probably going to glance at it. I'm going to try to use all my willpower to not actually follow it, because I want to try to not follow a build guide. I think maybe if you like post it and then delete it the next day, that'd be kind of nice. Maybe I could just look at it tonight for a second. No, I won't remember shit tonight. Yeah, if you want to post it, go ahead, post it in the Discord. I'll take a glance at it and then I'll try to use that to guide me without actually following it. God, that's so stupid. Guide without following. You know what I mean, though. All right, well, thank you very much for the items. Thank you for everything. It's been fun. Good night. Bye-bye.